You got a couple photographs of the vegetation that he damaged. And
I've got gobs of it. It's worse now.
Okay.
You can go look at that.
All right, hold on a second. I'm going to try to point out the... All right. I know this is probably going to be hard to see. This is O Avenue, and this is her house, and this is the property line. And you can see that it goes right through some vegetation between two driveways, and this is the address of the location of the complainant, and we're talking about the vegetation right here. Just give me a couple of really good photos that you think would be very...
See, if you look out in front,
so there's
it was really thick.
So there's a fence dividing the properties.
That fence is no.
Or was that later put up?
Later put up.
Okay, and who put that fence? You put that up for your dogs?
Yes.
Okay. Now, was he digging? Which side of the fence was he digging the vegetation from?
He dug up there, and I went out and asked him, "Why did you dig up my shrubs?" He said, "Because the roots were growing over on my property."
Okay. All right. Let's go take a look at that.
All these kind of bushes were along here.
Okay. Now, where precisely is your property line?
I don't know.
Okay.
When I stepped outside...
Now, we're looking at the satellite image. It looks like it's right down the middle. Now, he was digging... Where was he digging at?
This is such a mess. So, he started digging here. You can see all the vegetation gone and the weeds coming up.
Okay, so... Right here at the edge...
See, you can see right...
Okay, so he's digging here, and this is probably we don't know exactly how far in, if he's actually dug into your property, but I mean, I can see he's recently planted these evergreens.
Now I have weeds growing.
Okay. So he dug. It may have appeared he dug as close as he could to your vegetation, but looking at it, you can see that one side of the vegetation is, some of it, I mean, it's still early spring. One side of the vegetation is green, but you get to the other side, and it looks like it's kind of dying out. So he's definitely damaged the roots to your plants, and thus causing damage to the plants itself.
And I have runoff down there.
Okay. Well, this is the approximate boundary line that separates the two properties, and on the left is the property of the complainant, and then going to the right is the property of the person who made the complaints against our complainant or victim. And as you can see, this is quite a rural area, even though it's in the city limits. You have one neighbor over here, an empty field over here, and very isolated up in this direction. So it's apparent. I mean, it's apparent that this is, even though we don't know exactly where the line lies, I do know by looking at the satellite photo that it definitely lies in the middle, if not more towards the property next door to the right of the camera. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the police report concerning this incident. We'll call the police department, and since it is an open investigation, you will have to request it. Now, because of your household pet situation, you're not able to go to the police department to retrieve the report. So you're going to ask them, hello? Oh, okay. We're going to ask the police department if... Hello, can I talk to the records division?
Anacortes Municipal Court, can I help you?
Yes, I'm trying to get a hold of the police department or whoever has the records of the police reports or arrest reports.
Okay, well, I can transfer you over to the police department, and then they'll have to transfer you or let you know how to get those reports, okay?
Okay.
Police department?
Hi, my name is Greg Miller, and I have with me Shirley Beige.
I'm sorry, I can't. You're cutting out.
Okay, can you hear me any better?
Okay, now I think I can.
Okay, I'm calling in reference to Shirley Beige, and I have her on the line with me.
What's your name?
Shirley, S-H-E-R-L-Y, and her last name is B-A-I-S-C-H.
ISCH.
Okay.
And she's wanting to get a police report for an arrest that happened just a few days ago, to include the officer's narrative and any statements given by the complainants. And her problem is she's unable to leave the house, and she wants me to come and pick that up. Is that something we can arrange? I can go pick up.
Who are you?
My name is Greg Miller, and I'm here to help her with getting the police report. And she's here on the line with me.
Okay.
If you want to talk to her, she's right here.
Oh, well, okay, who are you to the case, though?
I am, my name is Greg Miller. I'm a victim's advocate with the Police Complaint Center.
Okay.
She had me fly out of Tallahassee to help her on her investigation, and we need to obtain the police report so when she goes to court, she's prepared. She'll be prepared for her defense.
Okay.
Now she's able to get the report at some point, but she's got court today, and she cannot leave the house because of a family situation, and she wishes for me to come and pick it up on her behalf, and that's what we're trying to arrange.
Okay. Well, you may not get the report today. You can request it.
Okay. So we won't be able to, because she's got to be in court, municipal court, at 1:30 this afternoon, and she would like to have that report before she goes to court, so she's preparing her defense.
Right. Well, then how come she knew she was going to be in court? Why did she come in like last week or something to get it before?
She, like I said, she's not able to leave the house because she has a family situation. She's got to take.
I know.
She's
What,
got.
last week she did too?
Well, it's an ongoing situation.
2 weeks ago,
That's
or a
why
month
she
ago?
had me come from Florida to help her with this, getting the records she needs for a case. So I'm really just there as a a victim's advocate or advocate on her behalf to help her do the things that she
If you
can't.
want to come down to the police station, you can talk to the supervisor. He'll be here at 9. I don't know how long it would take to get a report, but you can come down and fill
What's the name of the supervisor?
Her name's Christine.
Okay. And she's at the police department at 9 o'clock?
Should be in at 9, yes.
All right. I will be there then. Thanks. Okay. They're already starting to throw up a wall on having somebody on your behalf get the police report, which is not much of a surprise in my opinion. And right now it is 8:37. So what I'll do is I'll go up there, and what you'll do is I'll have you write out a permission slip to get the report. I mean, if you want, let's do it that way. Okay, before us is the switch to the video. Okay. Before us is a letter of authorization. Basically states that that I, Shirley Beige, right, give Greg Miller permission to pick up a police report that was made on or about May 14, 2012 involving my arrest for violation of criminal anti-harassment order, to include the entire report, such as but not limited to, i.e. officer's narrative, victim statements, photos, and other evidence. And I'm going to have you sign it in our presence as it's being videotaped in order to show that this is actually you doing this. And
Here?
yes. And for the record, what is your name?
Shirley Beige,
And where do you live?
4207
O Avenue.
O
Okay.
Avenue.
And that's the address that's on here. Okay, and you have signed it.